What is going on, everyone? It's Zigzag here. Welcome back to another GeoGuessr video. Today, I'm going to be testing out my knowledge of Europe. Now, this is by far and away the hardest continent on GeoGuessr. There are simply so many countries, they all have Google coverage, and a lot of them look remarkably similar to one another. Just watched Australia beat Tunisia in the World Cup, and I was kind of in that World Cup mood, a lot of European countries in that. So I thought tonight is the night to give myself another test on Europe. Yeah, definitely one of my weakest continents, but I think it is actually for most people their weakest continent. So we're going to start with no moving, might do some no moving, panning, or zooming near the end of the map or near the end of the video. And let's get into this first round, which immediately before I look around reminds me of Romania with the long dashes on the outside of the road. It's quite dry as well. We have a single blue strip on the plate here. Landscape could fit for Romania, I think. Do we have any bollards? I mean, okay, here we have like a section pole. This pole with the sections that are not see-through should actually be like a French one or maybe even Spanish, but I think with this, with the longer dashes on the outside of the road, this should be France. And actually, it's interesting, we don't see the blue on the other side of the plate, but I think it actually is there. Not to mention that this is actually a Citroen, so yeah, I think this is a good idea to just go southern France. It kind of looked a bit more warm to me, so let's try it. Ends up being central. Guys, if you could give the video a like, that would really help me out. I also thought of this one. Comment, if you're from Europe, comment your hometown, and I will respond if I've heard of it or not. And I'll get to that tomorrow morning when I wake up, but yeah, I'll respond if I've heard of it or not, and just gotta let me know. So I'm hoping I at least get half of them, but that's kind of my thought here. Okay, next one's Hungary. I've got Hungarian bollards and generation forecast here, so I'm pretty sure that just means Hungary. Yeah, the Hungarian bollards are a bit thicker white at the top, whereas some other countries have the black bit further towards the top instead. And yeah, we got Hungarian holy poles in the background there as well. It's very flat, it's kind of generic. I would go like somewhere around here, and well, yeah, not too far away there. Kind of central Hungary is very flat like that. Next one here, this looks like Swedish language, could still be somewhere elsewhere in Finland, I guess. Yellow field in the sign, dashes on the outside of the road, basically just has to be Sweden now. Fairly north, maybe? Yeah, it is actually quite a bit further north even than I thought, so that's a good outcome. Okay, we're on 3-country streak here. Let's see if we can get to 10. 10 would be good, because Europe's definitely difficult. Okay, this one looks like maybe Hungarian language again. We've got like a plate without a blue strip here, which is interesting. Normally you do see blue strips, and it's like a bit reddish, which is really weird. A red and yellow chevron here is also not typical, so I'm wondering if I'm actually wrong here, if this could be, you know, Austria or something like that. Look, it's Bezirk Kitzbühel. So yeah, the Kitzbühel definitely seems like Hungarian, German, yeah. And Bezirk is odd. That's for sure. But yeah, feeling good about Austria here. Could be over the border somewhere, but I'll click here. And it ends up being on the other side of Austria, not too bad. Okay, next one here. Houses feel Bulgarian. This is like a typical style of Bulgarian architecture, I would say. We also have a white painted tree at the bottom, so that also fits for Bulgaria. And I would say these hooks as well. And then we have Bulgarian flag here, which serves to confirm. Whereabouts is this is a good question. I kind of thought southeast, but it can really be anywhere here. And it is southeast, so that's a good result. Okay, 17,000 is not a bad result. I would say if we got a bit better on Sweden, we could have been close to 20,000 there. So pretty good, I would say. But nothing crazy. Okay, next one here, we are looking at some winter coverage. I think this is actually Danish winter coverage with the short dashes on the outside of the road. And I think Danish winter coverage tends to be quite north, but I could be wrong. So we've got another place, Østbirk here. And Velje, or Felje, I don't know, something like that, also 25 kilometers away. So it's probably pretty findable here, but I'm just going for the country, so I will go, I guess, somewhere up here, which is kind of where I thought it was. I don't see Østbirk here, but I guess if it is Øst, then it should be somewhere east, so I'll go here, and it ends up being, yeah, fairly east, but near Horsens instead, not too bad. Okay, next one here. We're looking at a little bit more of a tough round here. We have a black car with a long antenna. So countries where you can see black car with a long antenna, occasionally in Ukraine, Russia obviously being the big one, definitely Spain, and then maybe some others more rarely. But yeah, that's the main ones to cover. This bollard is kind of strange. Could it be a It almost looks like a Portuguese hunting sign there. Could even be maybe a Spanish one, I don't know. Spain does make sense here. I also thought of Russia, obviously. But yeah, this is a Spanish hunting sign, so yeah, it has to be Spain. Also, these white lines along the outside of the road, definitely something you see a lot on Spanish, like, smaller roads. So it is kind of like sandy, a little bit like I don't know how to describe this round, but it's not typical Spain, so I'm wondering where to put it. Maybe thought of up here near Barcelona. I kind of think like near Leon is probably more likely though. It ends up being near Zaragoza, so not too bad. Next one here looks like Australia, doesn't it? But it's actually Portugal. We got a Portuguese hunting sign here. Yellow with a like red diamond on the outside, so very useful. This when it feels like Australia like this, I definitely associate that with kind of south in this kind of region here, so I'll try that. And it ends up being there indeed. Very nice. Okay, we're on 800 country streak here. Maybe getting to 20 is even possible if we play nicely. Okay, next one here, we're driving left, so should just be UK with the yellow rear plate here. Basically has to be there. It didn't strike me as particularly UK. In fact, I think I could fail this, were it not for the fact that we have this number plate here, to be honest, and the fact that we're driving left. But I would say with this kind of landscape, should be like maybe Shropshire? Let's try that. Okay, it's actually in Scotland. Wow. Did not expect that. Kind of felt warm, but okay. It still counts for the country streak on this occasion. And we are looking at here, maybe in Montenegro. I want to check the sky here. We do have a mini rift there. So yeah, in Montenegro, if you're not familiar, you do have like kind of rifts in the sky, like camera glitches. So yeah, something you can see. And I would say we're probably there. Just trying to see if we can actually see anything else. Rusted guardrails are very common in Montenegro as well. We have these dashes, which definitely does fit, although there are other places that could be as well. Rocky side of the road is obviously something you often see in Montenegro as well. So plenty of stuff adds up here. I am still quite worried that it could be something else here. But when I scan like think through my head all the different things I think it could be, I don't feel too bad about somewhere near Podgorica here. So I'll try it. And whoa, terribly wrong. You know, France was my only other thought because of the dashes on the outside of the road. Now that I think about it, I wonder if Montenegro actually has those. Now, I think we got a little bit unlucky because of that rift in the sky. Obviously, you can't rely too much on meta, and that one is kind of bad. Also, we had bollards on the guardrail, which were not typical French ones, obviously. And also, this region's difficult as well. So, yeah, don't feel too bad about it, but yeah, we end up on a first 9 country streak here. So let's do a few more on no moving and then move into no moving panning or zooming. In my defense, I am very tired from today, and I need to sleep soon before this tournament. Also, guys, if you're still watching, Rainbolt tournament tonight should be in a few hours after this video releases. So go check it out on Twitch TV/Rainbolt, and I'll be competing. Should be an interesting one. We have really tough opponents in round 1, so hopefully, well, if we win it, will be exciting. So this one looks like Germany. Generation 2 camera, and we have German language here. I don't see anything. Oh, Duisburg here. Okay, that would mean we're probably somewhere in Duisburg, which is here. Okay, good. Found it. And I will go right there. Very nice, very nice. Actually on the right road, essentially. So that's, well, not quite, because this isn't actually on the main road, but yeah, 2.8 kilometers away is not a bad result. I think we can agree. Let's see if we can go for a really good score on this one, because we started off so well. This feels like Belgium with the reddish plate here. Architecture might feel more South Belgian, but what would be better is if we found some language. Denenlaan. We actually have the name of the town here. Something Heim, I think. Or am I wrong? It starts with a Z, that's for sure. So we can actually get in here and take a quick scan. So I guess Laan. Would that actually be a Dutch word? It doesn't really feel French, so I guess we should give a quick check for anything starting with a Z. I don't actually see. Okay, here's one. You know, it actually kind of looks right. Ooh. Yeah, this is the right city. Wow, that was surprisingly painless, and we're gonna get a good score here. So let's just find Denenlaan. I think that's basically in order here, right? Because, okay, let's look at the angle of the street first. So we're kind of on a bend around on the kind of north side of town, I would say. And it kind of goes like that. So I don't really know how far the like city limits would go here, but it could be something like this. It's not, okay. What about like something over here? Blokestraat, nice. Not seeing it, to be honest. Not seeing it. Okay, so maybe we don't 5k here. That's okay. I'm used to not 5k'ing. But I would like to pick something that at least somewhat fits, and I don't really see that road, unfortunately. Because, yeah, I do see what it should look like, but I just don't make it out. And I think that's might be the dividing. No, that's probably just a train line, but yeah. Okay, I don't see it, so I think I will just click somewhere over here where I had it clicked. It's not going to be correct, unfortunately, but we'll see. Wow, that was a really... Look at that. That Zaventem versus Zevet. Yeah, these were really similar looking place names. 80 kilometers away. We got the right country. But, well, I was totally sold that we had the right city there. It was quite small, but yeah, okay. Next one here, we should be somewhere in Iceland. We have these yellow bollards with the grey bit at the top. Very Icelandic. Yeah, so I tend to like when I see trees to click somewhere over here. I think we should get a decent score if we go there. Ends up being not too far away, 100 kilometers, so we're still on for a, 23,000 points here if we play well. This looks like southern, Norway, although I could be convinced otherwise. We have exposed rock here, interesting. Trees feel a bit warmer climate, to be fair. And, yeah, just all kind of feels a bit warmer climate. We don't see any pines, which you often see in the deep south. But yeah, I don't feel too bad about that. I would kind of think somewhere around here could work, and it ends up being all the way south indeed. So yeah, kind of some oaky looking trees there. Or, yeah, definitely more warm trees. And we lose some more points there, unfortunately. But the last one here is gettable, definitely gettable. And we have some France, I think. Well, at least we have some French-style poles. Class. Yeah, I don't actually know what that would be, actually, to be fair. Okay, let's see if we can see anything else in the way of a clue here. Poles definitely seem French, but nothing else reminds me too much of France, I must say. So where else do you see these holy poles like this? Belgium, Spain, neither of them seem particularly likely either, so I think it is just like a hard France. We also have a Renault here, so that is, obviously something you see in France. Another French car here, I trust it. It's kind of ugly. I don't know like where a town like this would be, but let's go. Sorry if you're from here, I'm gonna try there. And yeah, it's okay, it's near Le Mans there, actually, and we get 20,000. Okay, so now we'll go quickly until we lose our streak here, and then we'll do a couple of no moving, panning, or zooming. So let's just guess this within like 10 seconds here. Should be Italy here, blue both sides of the plate, Italian bollard, kind of a rarer style of Italian bollard, but we'll just go there. Okay, it's a good guess, near San Marino there. Next one kind of looks like Canada, but I guess it's probably like Albania or something. We have an antenna. We have this pole top, which kind of looks French. We have a very thick red border here as well, and a black back of the sign. Okay, this is a weird round. I guess actually Italy, right? But you don't see this pole top in Italy all too often, so yeah, I mean, it is a bit concerning. It is a little concerning. We don't have any rifts or anything. Yeah, could not say I know where this is. Could still be Austria as well. Yeah, but the pole top is all kinds of strange. I kind of want to go Austria here. France also possible? It's maybe just France with this white thing below the sign. I think I'll just go France. I've said everything here, but I think it is France. Well, Romania. Okay, we lost our streak, so let's do some moving, panning, or zooming now. That was a bit rough. But as I said, I'm pretty tired right now. I had a very long day for many reasons, and I just want to get some rest before this tournament. So first one here, let's see what streak we can get here. First one should be Ireland. Sometimes I feel like I can concentrate better on no moving, panning, or zooming, so let's see if we can. This is some Russia. White number plate here, double white lines. Should be somewhere, like, this is Asia, of course, but, I mean, this is, of course, Europe, but it feels fairly, like, over here to me. And it will be, yeah, kind of more Urals just before we cross over into Asia there. So, losing my words a bit today. Next one is looking like what? I would say somewhere in a few vineyards here. Why the blur is interesting. Surely it's not. I think it actually is going to be somewhere in Switzerland here. Feels like we are kind of having a lower camera here. And yeah, that's basically all I'm using for this round. Also, this mirror definitely feels like it's the type of thing you would see in Switzerland. Otherwise, I could see Italy. I could see countries around Switzerland, but yeah, that's why I'm pretty sure this is actually just Switzerland somewhere. And it was actually Ljubljana. Okay, there we go. Wow. Makes sense. I thought it was Locan, but you can't always trust yourself, and yeah. As I said, just a little tired, so I will end off the video pretty promptly here. Let's end at the end of this streak after this round, because this is a hard one. Arbitrary Europe is also a harder map than a lot of the other Europe maps I've played before. I would say this is just Poland. Okay, yeah, it is Poland. Okay, so now the video ends when the streak ends. Next one here looks like Ukraine, I would say. Yeah, feels like a Ukrainian landscape, kind of a crappy condition road, faded line, a bit of reddishness to the road, also pretty Ukrainian. And yeah, definitely that way in the vegetation as well. Okay, is just all the way west there, but we survive it. 2 countries in a row there. Got 4 out of 5. It's not too bad on this map, I would say. Next one is Russia, and it's fairly far north here. You can tell that by kind of the white sandy soil. I could see it being all the way like up here, but my heart kind of lies with like like not quite so good, but maybe like Kirov kind of oblast here or something like that. Which one's that? Kirov, maybe. Yeah, that's what I thought of here. Gonna try it. We'll see it. Not too bad, not too bad. Ends up being Perm again, basically, where I guessed for the last one, but very, very, all the way in the east of Europe there. Next one here, Czechia or Slovakia. Probably feeling more Czechia here, but could I be missing something? It's not necessarily those two. We do have a Skoda here. Obviously see those very commonly in Czechia. It is quite flat, which would fit, but I could also see Hungary here. That's not out of the question. The fact is, though, we have round poles. They're not like the typical Hungarian holy poles, so I would say it makes it less likely. Other countries that are possible? Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else is actually possible here. I think we should just go Czechia, because we'll see. We'll see once I've guessed, I guess. And it was, of course, Romania. Flat Romania, of course. Of course. What was I thinking? So there we go, guys. Europe, ever posing challenges to me, but it was fun. It was fun. And I think as I improve, I should really play this map more often, kind of nail those urban and rural European roads. As you can tell, bit of a struggle today, but always good fun. And yeah, I do love Europe, and it's probably my favorite continent, in all honesty. But, you know, just so tough. So guys, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to comment your town, and I'll see you guys in a video very soon. Wish me luck in the tournament, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.